right, you guys, welcome back to Misha's Corner. I'm going to make this delicious smothered chicken thigh recipe, 30 minutes. This is our boneless skinless chicken thighs. This is the spice I'm using, and this is how it looks. That's the only spice I used. So now I'm just going to add a little oil and some butter to the skillet, and I'm going to start searing off the chicken. And, you don't have to cook it all the way through. It's going to cook again because we're smothering it. But just get a nice color on it if you can. Don't be scared to turn that heat up. I know y'all can see the fire under my stove. Turn that heat up, okay? So you want to put the chicken down like this. It only marinated for probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. It's going to cook down in the sauce, so you don't need to do the most. But if you have time, do it overnight. No biggie. So once I stir the chicken on both sides, well, while it's searing, I'm about to cut up these veggies, okay? I got some celery, a habanero. Make sure you take the seeds and ribs out. Tomato, pepper, onion. And this is it right here chopped up. Okay, if you're not experienced with habaneros or hot peppers, make sure you wear some gloves. After that, it's time for me to flip my chicken. As you can see, it's not cooked all the way through, but it has nice color on it. And I flipped it, and it's good to go. I use oil and butter because it's more flavor, and it'll help with the caramelizing of the chicken. Once I remove that set, I add the last 2 pieces of chicken. If you have a huge skillet, then you can add all your chicken, but I ain't got a big old skillet yet. I just moved. But don't overcrowd your pan because your chicken will boil versus sear, and that's not what you want. You want a nice sear on there. Plus, it'll leave those nooks and crannies in the pot, and that's going to make the gravy nice and beautiful. So now I'm going to add all the veggies to the skillet. I'm going to saute it down and get going on the gravy. All right, so I'm going to saute this down for about a good solid 5 minutes or until it reduces in half. And when I say reduce, you could tell everything cooked down and the volume of it goes down by half. It smells so good with the butter and the tomatoes and the garlic and everybody. It's nice to go. Good to go. So now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. Remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box, so make sure you check that out. You want to cook this out for 1 minute so it won't have that raw flour taste. As you can see, the veggies already have beautiful color on it because of the little nooks and stuff that was left back in the skillet. Don't throw that out. I don't care how tore up your skillet look. Don't throw that out because that's all the flavor that you're going to need. So once I mix this up and cook it out for about a minute, I'm going to add my chicken broth. You can make sure it's, decent quality chicken broth or chicken stock. Mix that in gently until it gets nice and thick. Look how beautiful that is. No gimmicks. From scratch. Gravy with the garlic, onions, tomatoes, the celery, the peppers, the habanero with that kick. Okay, period. So once that come up to a simmer like this, I'm going to use the same spice that I used on the chicken and the gravy. And I'm also going to use this right here and put it in there for some more flavor. And then I'm going to start adding the chicken back. All right, so once I add all the chicken back and the juices that were in the bowl, you want to cover that and allow it to cook for about 15 minutes. Remember, this is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They cook pretty fast. I finished this off with half of a lemon and some scallions or chives. And look how amazing, delicious, thick this gravy looks. That lemon gives it that nice pop at the end. I didn't, put it in the beginning because I wanted to finish it off. Make sure you taste your Swiss for salt and pepper if you need it. I didn't need anything. I just kept it simple. Once you use nice, good, clean, and delicious ingredients. You don't need to add a bunch of seasoning and a bunch of spices to your dish. And so this is the result that you get. Again, no gimmicks, no playing games. Y'all watch me cook this from beginning to end, okay? So now I'm going to plate up Peanut's Daddy plate. This is the rice right here. Just some rice, steamed rice with some chives in it. And I'm just going to add the delicious, succulent, tender, swassy chicken onto the plate. Like, the box stuff could never. Let's start there. And there's no restaurant that could ever. Okay, period. And I just, for last minute, I just tossed some vegetables over to the side, and that was it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I'll catch you guys on episode number 2 of my Christmas series, y'all. It's just a quick little break, y'all. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video. Okay, bye.